Hi Gemini, it's me, PureLightTarot, and I am back to give you guys your zodiac reading for May 2024. And I was hearing love reading, so this could be a love reading for you guys. We will be using the True Heart Intuitive Tarot deck. Intuitive, I said iterative. Ooh, maybe some interrogation going on. But intuitive deck, and we're gonna get one card for your overall energy of May, and then some clarifiers, and then we're gonna pull a New Orleans oracle message to end the reading. This is for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, anywhere that you have Gemini in your chart, or if you're a cross watcher, hey, what's up, y'all? Let me know in the comments how you show up as Gemini. If you're a Gemini Sun, put a Sun emoji in the comments. If you're a Gemini Moon, put a Moon emoji in the comments. If you're a Gemini Rising, put a star emoji in the comments. If you have Gemini in the first, not in the first, that'd be your Rising. If you have it in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all the way to 12 house, put the number of house. I said the number of house. Put the house number that it shows up in the comments. And then also, if you're a cross watcher, put the eyes in the comments. The little eye emoji, y'all know what I'm talking about. Put that in the comments if you're a cross watcher, because we want to know who you are. So if you guys want to skip the shuffle and skip all of my talking and everything, which I'm probably going to stop doing timestamps, y'all, honestly, because it is a hassle. That's what takes me so long to upload these readings, honestly, other than recording them, is going in and doing timestamps. And I was just used to doing timestamps because of the other videos that I be doing, but I'm going to stop doing that. Y'all just have to fast forward if you don't want to hear me talk. But the channel is good because some good stuff comes out, you know, during the shuffle. So maybe it's just me. Maybe some of you guys sit here and watch the whole thing. Let me know if you watch the whole thing. But if you're one that skips ahead, I just saw the Two of Cups, so this may be a love reading. If you're one that skips ahead, that's fine too. But check the description for the timestamps. Oh yeah, don't forget to give me a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notification bell so you know when I'm posting. And then check out my Patreon link, okay? So that you can have a chance to accumulate minutes towards a reading with me. And excuse me, my allergies have been kicking my butt. Ooh, but yeah, for now, I will post timestamps, and they are in the comments or in the description, okay? If you just want to skip ahead to the reading, okay? You want to be like, oh, just give me the information. I get it. Gemini, let's see what your overall energy is, y'all. Overall energy for Gemini for May 2024. Y'all birthday in May. Some of y'all birthdays are in May and some of y'all in June, but shout out to y'all. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday, Gemini. Okay, early birthday, Gemini. Happy early birthday. Okay, so let's get one card for your overall energy. For your overall. Overall or overall energy. You guys may be questioning, like, just little mundane things. Things that are not that important, but like just overall or overall. Your bottom of the deck energy is the Prince of Swords, and your overall energy is the Seven of Cups. Okay, I feel like we've been here before, Gemini. My Seven of Cups is you trying to inquire what it is that you want, okay? There are all these options here, and you are just trying to pick the best options for you, okay? So this may be a love reading for you guys. So you may be trying to pick the best partner, Gemini, or just should I stay or should I go, Gemini, you know, stuff like that. So Page of Swords in reverse is your bottom of the deck energy. Just represents, like, I'm hearing it's a mental block for you guys, but this could be I'm sorry, I'm just saying what my camera is picking up. But this can be like an internal or external force, person, place, or thing, and it's affecting like your decisions and the energy of your reading. So with the Page of Swords in reverse, this talks about, first of all, what jumps out at me is like childhood, okay? My pages and it says Prince of Swords. And actually in this deck, I think that the Prince of Swords is the Knight of Swords. And so again, childhood energy, specifically teenage energy, okay, with my pages and my, well, specifically here, my princess and my princesses, you have observed the grown-ups around you or the people around you when you were younger, and specifically with the swords, in the way that they make decisions and in the way that they communicate, okay? And with it being in reverse, this is something that is showing up in your life as something that's like negative or holding you back, or something that is just not a very good habit, okay? So this could be a way that you communicate. This could be a way that you also think about things or make decisions, okay? My Geminis, with the page of, the Prince of Swords in reverse, and this is again the Knight of Swords in reverse. Again, childhood energy, teenage energy. You were around your parents most likely, and if you weren't, some of you guys weren't, but you were around some type of parental figure, for most of your, half of your life, or at least, since you were a child and, and until you were a teenager. And so you may also, side note, be over explaining things, but I think it's important so that you can get your correct idea out, okay? This energy is just saying there's some habit, some way of thinking, some way of making decisions, some way of doing, some way of communicating that you have picked up from your childhood, that you have learned throughout, your teenage hood, and it is negatively affecting your life, okay? Again, this is showing up as a mental block. So this could be something that you are doing to yourself, as far as like negative self-talk, okay? If you make a mistake, how do you talk to yourself after you make that mistake? If you make a mistake and say, oops, well, that was a mistake, I'll do better next time. Or do you be like, oh man, I messed up and I'm such a loser and I'm such a, you really beat yourself up. That will be an example how the Prince of Swords can show up in a negative way in your life. Because if you're not talking to yourself in a positive way, or consoling yourself, or encouraging yourself, then who is? It got to start with yourself. It got to start at source. But you got to be able to do that for yourself. And if this is you not really being able to communicate to yourself very well, especially when you do mess up, or say your stuff is going well. This is that type of thinking that's like, oh man, things are too good to be true. Things are going too well. Something is gonna happen, and that's bad. Good and bad are happening at the same time. Good and bad are happening at the same time. Good and bad are happening at the same time. It is what you focus on. It is purely what you focus on. It is purely what you're trying to get back to. Okay, Gemini, so if something bad happens and you cannot help but to stay in that energy, although good things are happening. So an example of this is, okay, say, what's something that's bad that can happen? I guess you didn't have enough money to pay for your latte this morning. And that's bad. But if you paid your rent, that's good. And so if you shift that focus, you know what, but I got a roof over my head, and maybe I can learn to make a latte at home, or maybe, because this happens to me all the time, like I'm responsible, and when I am responsible, like things that I want come to me, if that makes sense. Like I make time for those things, and I also put aside money for those things. But the more that I'm responsible, and I recognize that, dang, that this is a good thing that I'm responsible. This is a good thing that I decided to go ahead and pay my rent and pay my light bill and all these bills that keep me going, because I got to have a roof over my head, and I like the lights. I like my stuff in my refrigerator to be cold, and then that latte would seem like just in a moment type thing, all blah. Because I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel sad or disappointed. You're going to do those things, but where do you shift your focus back to? So somewhere in childhood, you never learned how to shift your focus back onto something that's going to allow you to make decisions that are good for yourself. Because when we're in this energy, we tend to make decisions that are going to match this energy, where it's just like you're not making the very best choices. to align yourself for the future that you want. Okay, so Page of Swords energy, Prince of Swords energy in reverse. Again, something that you learned from childhood, from the people that was around you, that's affecting your decisions today. And right now, the decision with the overall energy is you are trying to make a decision about what is best for you, what it is that you want, what are your passions, what it is that you, and again, if this is love, who do you want to be with? Because with this energy, you could be deciding to be with someone that is not very good for you, and you're going to sit there in that relationship and question whether or not this person is good for you. Or you could be deciding not to be with someone that could be good for you. You're going to sit there and question whether or not, this person's good for you, without really using this mental energy to focus on what is good. I say list pros and cons, okay? List pros and cons and figure out what is helping you to grow and what is keeping you stagnant, because that would help you make a decision a lot faster than trying to figure out if something's good or bad. What's keeping you stagnant and what's helping you to grow, And this is within love, this is within a job, because some of you guys could be deciding whether or not you should take a job, or you should stay at a job, or you should change your careers, okay? And what is kind of blocking you is, again, this childhood energy, this teenage energy, where you beat yourself up, or you have some type of negative self-talk, or you have learned how to make like these decisions that kind of work against you, from the people that were around you. So there's some healing that needs to be done, or some realization that needs to be done about the way that you were taught how to, again, make decisions. This is you communicating the way that you were taught to communicate, especially with yourself, okay? Because, baby, I joke with myself when I'm like, dang, ho. I say stuff like that, but like, as far as beating myself up, baby, you will never catch me beating myself up, baby. I'm finna coddle myself. Like, if anything, I'm hugging on myself and kissing on myself, because, like, it's gonna be all right, girl. It's all right. You slipped up. Okay. All right, you caught an L this time, but best believe next time it's going to be a win, because guess what? I've learned from this situation. I've learned from this decision. I've learned from this choice that I have made, okay? This is where paying attention to your life comes in. Pay attention to your life, the decisions that you're making, and the choices and the consequences that are coming with those choices, because that is going to help you to choose what it is that you want. What it is that you want next, who you want to be with, who you don't want to be with, because this could be friendships too, whether or not you should stay friends with a certain person, whether or not you should keep on helping your cousin Pookie, with their kids and stuff like that. Like, this is how we're going to help this Seven of Cups energy with you deciding what it is that you want. And I just saw the Five of Wands. Five of Wands talks about some conflict, but it's petty energy. This is like people talking behind your back because they miserable. If somebody talking about you, especially talking down bad about you, somewhere within them, they are miserable, baby. Because trust me, you ain't gonna catch cat talking down bad about people. Now, I may say an observation, but for me to sit there and dog you out, baby, it got to be something wrong with me. Because trust me, people ain't on my radar like that, where I'm just like paying attention to what you do so I can have something bad to say about you, baby, please. I am not that bored. I am not that bored. Queen of Cups. Yeah, you guys are trying to figure out what your passions are, and then with the Eight of Cups, what you should be walking away from. So let's see. Talking down bad about people. Not I, said the cat, because baby, I am not that bored. There's that Five of Wands. All right, so there is some petty energy, going around. And again, this is a past card, so this could be in the past, but it's coming up to show you, what's happened and where you're going, okay? So this talks about, being involved in some pettiness, okay, and some drama, Five of Wands also talks about childhood energy, and this is that type of energy where it's just like, this is a type of healthy competition between children, because they're preparing themselves for adulthood, okay? But not everyone gets the same, tools to do that. Queen of Wands. So there was some tools that you received in childhood that helped you to become confident, or helped you become a leader, or helped you to, especially in a household or within like yourself, with the Queen of Wands. because this is more internal energy, okay? And with my Queen of Wands, she's an entrepreneur. My Queen of Wands is someone that, if she is just in the household, this is someone who's very inspiring in this household. So this talks about you learning something within like your childhood, and I would say like this is in elementary school, like amongst your peers, or in high school amongst your peers, and it's giving you like this confidence. It's giving you this type of radiance, okay, that you're using currently, okay, because this is a current energy. Seven of Wands. So all this Wands energy, this talks about passion, okay? So with your future card being a Seven of Wands in reverse, this talks about you letting go of this petty energy, okay? This talks about you releasing a mentality that's like it's you against the world, or feeling a need to fight. Because my Seven of Wands upright could be like a rebel without a cause type energy, but you're like, I'm not fighting without, having a cause. I'm not just out here competing with people, because that's what we did in elementary school. It was like who could get the highest grade, or who could spell the most words. No, 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 no. I'm an adult now, and the only person I'm competing with is me. It's myself, So again, you letting go of this petty energy here, okay, for the past. It's because you are confident in yourself, okay. Maybe earlier it sounded like you weren't confident in yourself, but you are very confident in yourself, Gemini, okay. But you just have a way of getting into this mindset of beating yourself up and having this negative self-talk, or making decisions that aren't very good for you once you get into a certain mentality. So I'm pulling for each week. Five of Pentacles. We've got 2 5s here, so that talks about something needed in change, okay? So the first week of May with the Five of Pentacles, this talks about you feeling left out in the cold. And it may be by peers, okay? It may be by people around you. Again, if this is a love reading, this could be by a lover, okay? Especially if this is a love reading. Now I'm reading this differently with the Five of Wands. This is you dating in the past, and dating, especially in your childhood, was petty. Like people were doing petty things towards each other because we was learning. Now with the Queen of Wands, because you've gone through that, it's like you're more confident about your dating life, or you're more confident about you being a partner, okay? You're showing up, especially because, again, household energy, you're showing up for your household, for your family, or for your partner here. And then with the Seven of Wands in reverse, in a relationship, and in relationships and love, you're ready to drop your guard. You're ready to not have to fight about petty things. You're ready to get off of this ledge and feeling like it's you against the world, okay? So this first week of May, I see you feeling left out in a cold. You and a partner, or you and someone may have been fighting, or this is you not feeling supported, whether in a household or at work, in society, okay? Dang, a lot of energy wanting to come in, but trying to get the second week of May for you guys. Let's see. All right, Empress to me. Second week of May, I see you guys taking care of yourselves, which is very good. Very Queen of Wands energy, is because this is like what you bring to the table. And again, if this is specifically love for you, you have gone through all the pitter patter. You've gone through all the pettiness within relationships, and you feel confident enough that you can bring something to the table, or bring something to your partner or partners. And so the second week, I see you living within that energy. You're taking care of yourself. You're nurturing yourself. You're nurturing those around you. Especially despite this first week, you feeling left out in the cold. You feeling unsupported, or feeling, like nobody cares, because this is the energy of feeling like nobody cares. People are just watching you struggle. This third week, here's this anxiety, Nine of Swords. So this is very much Gemini energy, where you guys flip back and forth about how you feel. I feel like all air signs do this, because Libra really gets a lot of hell for being like indecisive, but my Geminis are very indecisive people. Okay, and I always say it's because Geminis have two different people in their head. One likes purple and one likes green, and they do not agree on that. They agree to disagree. Okay, And so this third week with the Nine of Swords, all this anxiety is coming up again. All of this negative self-talk and negative thinking. And again, making decisions that are not in your best interest coming up in the third week. Here's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so again, this flip-flop of energy where it's just like, and I think what's going on is you guys may be denying how you feel or hiding how you're feeling. If you're feeling unsupported, this does not look like you're communicating that. So again, a negative way that you've learned how to communicate where you don't communicate. So it's like this first week you feel unsupported. The second week, oh, but I'm nurturing and I'm giving everybody this good energy. I'm giving myself this good energy. I feel good. Third week, oh, I feel bad again. Oh no, woe is me. And then fourth week, okay, I can do this. I feel good. Because this talks about you working on something that is long term. This Knight of Pentacles has a longevity to it. Okay, but it's a very slow moving energy. And then with this Four of Pentacles being the bottom of the deck here, it's just saying that I see you being more reserved with your energy. So instead of communicating that you need more support, you're just going to be reserved with your energy. You're just going to keep it all in. Gemini, this is you keeping it all in. Gemini, this is you keeping it all in. So if you guys get to speak up and say you need more support, say that. Please say it. Because you do have people around you that love you. And I do see it being very successful with this this Queen of Cups and this Six of Pentacles, yeah. This Six of Wands showing up. That Six of Pentacles is just saying that, hey, you know, you're very giving. And so people want to be given to you. You just got to speak up. Tell people what you need, Gemini. And you can make your decision from there. If you got people around you and you keep on telling them what you need and they refusing to give you what you need, baby, then make your decision about them people. Period. All right, so let's get some New Orleans Oracle messages. Let's see what your New Orleans Oracle messages are. Speak your truth in reverse. Y'all not speaking y'all truths. Y'all not telling these folks. And maybe it is because of childhood energy, because you spoke up before about your feelings. And, you know, some parents are just like, oh, you're a child. You don't have nerves. You don't have feelings, you know. And it's like, wait, I'm a whole human being, and I'm learning how to be a human being. And by you telling me that I don't have these things, or I don't have access to these things, or you don't care, then what am I going to do? You're just going to bury them inside you and pretend like it's not there, but it's there, Gemini, okay? Speak your truth. Adventure. And then we'll get one more. And just in case these cut out, oh, I'm going to put that back in. Just in case this cuts out before I get to all your messages, thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to give me a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will post these if I don't manage to get to all of the meanings, okay? Because this was a long reading. So you did have intuition come out. And dreams is kind of a similar card and similar message. All right. So we got speak your truth. So it says, being aware of your feelings is one thing, but learning how to express how you feel in a calm and balanced manner can sometimes be a challenge. All right. So this is a challenge for you. Okay. Maybe you don't express yourself because you don't know how to express it in a calm and balanced manner. Write it down. I'm a person that, you know, especially if a person can't receive how I'm saying what I got to say, I will write it down for you. Okay? It is important to understand that speaking your truth does not mean that it will be understood or accepted by others, and it doesn't need to be. The only thing that matters is that you are able to give your feelings a voice and acknowledge how you truly feel. The more you are able to acknowledge and identify how you genuinely feel, the stronger the relationship you have with yourself will become. It is not about being right or wrong, and it's never about being right or wrong. It's about facts. No, I'm just playing. It is simply about knowing and practicing what it means to honor yourself through verbal communication. Now is the time to speak your truth freely. So we got 14, adventure. All right, so it says, it is easy to get caught up in the obligations of completing everyday chores, so much so that the very essence of inspiration and excitement can slowly fade away. Before we know it, life becomes one long day of completing task after task. This card is shown up in your reading because it is time for some adventure. Adventures can be had near and far. It is all about paying attention to what brings the feeling of renewed excitement in your being. Whether it's taking a day trip to a fun and unfamiliar place or checking out a new activity that piques your interest, it is definitely time to break the cycle of what your day has turned into. It is time to explore and renew yourself with inspirational energy by having an adventure. Go on an adventure, Gemini. Say Gemini. Gemini. All right, and we got dreams. Dreams. 9 talks about the end of a cycle. So there is a fine line between a conscious state and a dreaming state. During your dreaming state, your dreams can represent premonitions as well as simple energy outlets for your underlying thoughts and concerns. Now is the time to pay careful attention to your dreams. Keeping a dream journal, whether verbal or written, will help you to recall your dreams. It will also provide a frame of reference that can help you to decipher the messages and themes that your guides and higher self want to share with you. Your dreams may be trying to tell you something important about how you really feel about things that go on in your life when you're awake. Obviously, your waking life, baby. These may be feelings that you do not fully understand or ones that you may be trying to ignore. And we just talked about all of this. So Gemini, what we doing? Gemini. Okay. So I love you, Gemini. Let me know in the comments how that resonated. Give me a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.